There are so many dimensions of magic in this multiverse, all interconnected with the worlds of mortals. My schooling is almost over. I've learned to channel the magic of many of those dimensions into spells. But I should practice for my final tests. Pick a destination, grab the thread of reality, and pull open the new dimension. Wait, what's happening? What? Where am I? What happened? Hello? Is anyone there? Help! Please, I shouldn't be here! My planar compass, it's empty. Whatever this place is, I've been completely cut off from most of the dimensions I know, from the magic I've mastered. At least I'm still connected to my own dreamscape. Okay, so I've been captured, trapped somehow while moving between dimensions, caught in that circle of binding at my feet. And whatever this world is, it's somehow completely disconnected from the dimensions of magic I'm used to. Which means I can't simply pull open a new dimension to escape, and I can't access the spells I know either. I'm near powerless. No, not powerless. I still know how to move between dimensions. If I can find portal keys, if I can learn more about the dimensions that surround this world, access them, go back to first principles and figure out how to harness their magic. Then maybe escape this cell. Not that it's much of a cell. It looks more like a storage room. Well, at least the dreamscape remains a fixed point in my planar compass. That proves at least some of the magics here function as expected. The dreamscape is a borderlands between mortal thought and immortal magic. A dimension of cognition. Every sapient mind touches a piece of it. Thanks, Professor Mylan. I guess your stuffy old lectures did come in handy after all. Recent, topical, and unprotected thoughts will gather above the dreamscape in my compass as I puzzle my way through this predicament. But I dare not physically travel to the dreamscape itself, and I best not let too much rise to the surface either. Deeper thoughts, subconscious, private, and secret, live within. And you never know who is watching or listening, young one. By opening my mind to the energies around me. Wow, so many objects in this room hum with power. And I sense a couple things that I could maybe harness as portal keys. Something on that skeleton's hand and a glass trinket in the rafters. If I could reach them somehow, I should be able to access other dimensions with them. There is some energy still held in this skull.
Come, find me in the shadow realm.
Thank you, friend. The Shadow Realm sounds distinctly like the name of another dimension. Perhaps a place of secrets, or this world's land of the dead? If so, I can use this finger bone as a portal key. I just need to merge it into my planar compass. Aha! The energies in that bone were tied to a dimension that connects to this world. I should be able to travel there now.
Another flow weaver, captured, as I was, a prisoner of the necromancer and her peers.
Flow Weaver? Necromancer? What are you talking about?
This distant world has a unique relationship with the dimensions of magic. They call them flows here, for the way they move like the tides through their worlds. The magical tapestry is not stable. Those of us who travel between the dimensions with ease, we are heir to them. Special. They name us Flow Weavers. The cell, the runes of binding, these are the work of a necromancer.
That shadow I saw before I came here.
I do not know her purpose. I'm sorry to say that I learned little more before I died here. This dimension is dangerous. A dragon of bone and shadow haunts these plains. You must not linger long, lest it kill you, as it did me. Even the flow itself can wrest your soul from you. I can help you further, but please, please, I am bound to this place still, cursed. But there is an amulet in the cell, a gift from my master. It can release me.
I saw that, but it's out of reach.
There's still time. I can teach you the magic of this flow, to harness the shadow and extend your reach. First, you must release the darkness from the crate beside you.
How can I release it?
Open the crate. The flows of this world are uniquely connected, layered over the material world. Do something there, and it will change things here.
Fascinating. Whoa, it's nighttime. Huh. Time must pass a little differently in the flows of this world than in the world itself.
Good, good. This darkness is part of the curse binding me. The necromancers attempt to wrest information from me, even in death. But you can learn from it as I have. Now, pull the threads of magic into yourself. Harness the power of the shadow. Bend it to your will.
Aha! Oh, it's just like another spell I once knew, but, well, darker.
Please, bring my amulet that I may rest. This place is agony. My amulet. Thank you. Thank you. I may rest now. Beware the dragon. I did not think my wounds fatal, but...
Wait, please! Is there anything else you can tell me?
I learned a little more, but I did make contact with the fairies. Concocted a special brew. Make them this offering, and they may help you.
What offering?
Devised in the dark of the cell. Fond of drink.
Damn. Rest now, friend. Ew, gooey. I'm gonna need something to hold this in. Huh. That is a powerful circle of binding. That must be tied to those runestones I saw when I was captured. Who did this to me? Oh, I can already feel the spell of binding weaken, a little. If I can find more of the runestones that were used in the ritual... Wait, what's that?
We have long known that other worlds exist, far out beyond the flows. Distant places, disconnected from ours, with flows of their own, unique magics of their own. The Master tells me that there are flow weavers from those worlds who learn to travel between flows, between worlds, with ease. Such are the connections between most places in the cosmos. Do so would require an understanding of the magic of all the flows to master so many types of magic. I'll believe it when I see it.
Believe it. So, that was the Necromancer. The same shadow I saw when I was first captured. It seems that by starting to disrupt her spell, I inadvertently accessed a part of her mind, drew a memory from her own dreamscape. Perhaps the more runestones I find, the more I disrupt her spell, the more I can learn from the recesses of her own mind. The way that binding spell was cast, I'm guessing there should be one runestone in each dimension of this world. The tower in the Shadow Realm is very similar to the layout of my cell. Not that it's much of a cell. The spirit said the flows of this world are connected. It's like that tower is a dark, decayed reflection of where I am in the material world. Is my cell in a tower as well? The architecture is ornate, not like any prison I know. I can see the ocean all around, and the room's full of netting and ropes. A lighthouse, maybe? Why am I being kept here? The runestone I found was the same as the ones I saw when I was first captured. They must be part of the spell that's binding me here. The way that spell was cast, it likely flung the runestones into different dimensions, like a net or anchor, one to each. If I can find more of them, reinsert them into the circle of binding, I should be able to break the spell, or at least weaken it enough to escape this place. This item is a portal key. I should put this into my planar compass. Easy there. Interesting. The light of this torch comes from that pink glass in the cell, and it seems to keep the power of this flow at bay, including the dragon. Hello! Do you want something? Well, other than to eat me. Can we communicate? Aha! A recipe in the dark of the cell. Thanks once again, friend. My captors have given me an evening bottle of wine, it seems.
Welcome to the party! Welcome to the party! What did you bring?
Hi there. Can you help me? Where am I? What is this world? Hello? Maybe something to get their attention.
Wine! They have wine! Wine! Bring it here!
I want some.
Would you share your wine?
Thanks for the wine, stranger. The other folks from your world are not nearly so kind.
It's not my world.
Well, they're no friends of the fairies anyway. There's this necromancer. She's scary. Hurts us sometimes. Wants to steal our magic. So we steal from her.
Oh?
Yeah, we stole this beautiful golden cup from your world. It's magic. I think it's important, because she was so mad when we took it.
May I see it?
Maybe. If you do something for us. The last guy who came here, he was making some kind of special drink for us.
He never came back.
So disappointing.
I'm thirsty.
Bring us the ingredients for his recipe. Put them in this bowl, and we'll help in return.
A deal with fairies, eh? Well, I don't have much of a choice. It's daylight again. Time passes strangely once more. Looks pretty dead. I wonder if it could ever grow again. Wonder if this could ever grow again. Oh, Albie, there's some life in you yet. Oh, if I could water it somehow. I wonder if it ever rains here. Oh, hello.
Hey, I've been watching these fireflies. They're attracted to some energy here. They want to tell you something.
Okay. How are they going to do that? Do they talk? Hello, Firefly!
No, that's ridiculous. Here, I'll teach you. Pull the energy of this place into you to commune with different creatures.
Aha! Excellent! Now what does that mean?
Who knows?
Well, that's got to mean something, right?
Fireflies are drawn to the purple flowers of this tree. But none have grown here since the people from your world cast some dark magic.
Not my world.
Maybe the fireflies know something about the spell that was cast.
Hey, rodent friend. Any chance you could help me out here? Looks like I'll need some kind of 4-digit combination to open that. There are 10,000 possible combinations, so I'm going to need a clue or something.
You bring foul magic here to my realm. Magic that does not belong.
I meant no disrespect. You see,
You are an interloper. Like the ill-fated spell slinger before you. I should kill you like I killed him.
I'd prefer you didn't. And anyway, with this fairy light, I don't think you can. Maybe we can help each other.
Know that I do not like you, interloper. But there are others from your world I like less. Your captors, the necromancer. They probe the flows around them, and she makes a regular habit of disturbing my realm. They play with powers they should not, with no regard for the damage they do, grasping at knowledge not meant for them.
Hey, I don't like him much either.
Maybe I will not kill you. You can perhaps deal with them, Stop their crusade.
I can certainly try. I am trapped, though.
The necromancer draws her power from this realm. Others of her ilk access other flows for their power. But I can let you into a flow they cannot access. One they lack expertise in. Perhaps from there, you can find a way to end them.
I'll give it a shot.
You will succeed, or you will die.
Yeah, let's succeed then, shall we?
Take this. It will lead you to a place known as the Sky Bridge. They will not find you there.
Another portal key. Thank you. Great. Thanks. I should put that portal key into my planar compass so I can access a new dimension. So, somehow I was drawn into a magical trap when I tried to move between dimensions. Brought to this world and trapped by this magic circle, supposedly by some necromancer. But if I've been captured, why? And if the intent was to imprison me, why give me the tools to escape? Or at least continue to explore these flows? A portal key to the Feylands, a locked chest with useful items inside? Do my captors want me to escape? What do they hope to gain? Oh, I can sense a connection here across flows. Something that's affected the growth of this flower.
That looks delectable. Thank you for this, stranger. You're the first visitor from your world that we've liked in a long time.
That's nice, but like I said, it's not my world.
That's what the other guy said too, but he never delivered on the drink.
For what it's worth, he didn't forget about you. He died.
Boo! So anyway, we were going to strand you deep in the forest as a joke. But we like you now, and we'd rather drink more anyway. We'll keep our end of the deal. The golden chalice. We stole it from the necromancer. She's nasty. Nasty.
So I've heard.
Ta-da!
Oh my.
It's full of magic. Must be important. But the drink you made us is way more important.
Thanks, friends. Oh, hey, can you tell me more about this world? Hello? Well, enjoy the brew. Oh my goodness. Looks like a lightning rod or something. But it's surrounded by some kind of protective structure. Whatever that machine is, it looks like it's missing some pieces. This image, I recognize some of the runes and symbols. This mass represents the multiverse, every dimension and world. And that, something is being pulled away, separated. Is that this world? Oh, whoa, the islands are moving! Does this control their positions then? Oh, I wonder what that does, now that it's powered. Oh, whoa, the islands are moving! Does this control their positions then? I have to think about this. What do I have access to right now?
You, where did you go? How did you get there?
You must be the actual necromancer, in the flesh. I've heard so many lovely things about you.
You access so many of our flows. You will show us how, even if we cannot always follow.
Here, come a little closer. I'll show you what I can do with your flows. Yeah, you hide. So, I've met the actual necromancer who captured me. Flesh and blood this time, not the shade of her memories or magic. And she has confirmed her limitations. She doesn't have access to all of the flows of this world, and she can't move between them as easily as I can. Is that why I've been captured? So, knowledge may be my greatest weapon now. At least, the more I understand about this world, the better I understand its flows, the better the chance I'll be able to break the binding and escape the necromancer's clutches. But more importantly, I need to find those runestones. If I can get enough of them, I can break this binding spell. Then I can find a way to escape. This image, I recognize some of the runes and symbols. This mass represents the multiverse, every dimension and world. And that, something is being pulled away, separated. Is that this world? Whoa! It's beautiful. The energy of this city is changing the weather. Could I harness that magic too? I have to think about this. What do I have access to right now? Where do I have access to right now? I have to think about this. What do I have access to right now? Where do I have access to right now? That strange construct on the floating islands produced a sort of diagram, like instructions or a record. An exodus of some kind, followed by what could only have been the separation of this world from the rest of the multiverse. That's why I can't access any of the dimensions or magic I know. And presumably people here are themselves trapped in a way. How did this happen? Who would have the power to make such a fundamental shift in the multiverse? And, perhaps more importantly, why? If that machine wasn't covered by all that scaffolding, it might be useful. What can I change? Hey, buddy. Anything interesting around these islands? Another runestone. I have to think about this. What do I have access to right now? Where do I have access to right now?
With the Master's help, I set a trap. A web that stretched beyond our world of Callum Spa to draw in one of these flow weavers that can so effortlessly move between worlds. I must study them, learn from them. Doesn't make sense to draw power as easily from the mind as the outside world, from life as from death. And yet, I have now witnessed it. The words Master wove into the runestones captured a traveler from another world as he tried to move between the flows. We allowed him to explore, to reach into the Shadow Realm and the Phalanx. The beast of the Shadow Realm killed him before he could get far. I suppose my familiarity with the magics of that place blinded me to the risks it would pose to even a talented outsider. Still, it was amazing to see the ease with which he drew on the powers of two flows. Flows he'd never encountered before.
She's watching me, trying to learn from me. But her spell of binding weakens with every runestone I find.
The Master has long theorized that we are bound to our own perspectives, that our understanding of the flows is culturally limited. Not that it's any less potent. It is true that I cannot comprehend the way my unseelie colleague sees the natural world. I see only inevitable decay, survival in the face of death, and the power of the souls within us. It's what I grew up surrounded by, flawed though my kin's beliefs were. These flow weavers have no such limitation. Their understanding of the dimensions that surround us is a holistic one. Imagine if we could so unshackle ourselves. The trap must be reset. I need another subject.
The more I understand her, the more I can see how she understands the flows of this world. She clearly has the greatest understanding of the Shadow Realm, where she must draw her own necromantic powers from. Whichever other flows they have access to must be through the skills of her colleagues. The rest are where she can't see me. Oh, I don't like this at all. Well, it seems to be some version of an underworld, I would guess. My Shadow Hand spell seems to be affected by the power of this flow. It's smouldering here. Oh, I've got to be careful what I grab with it. Oh, there's some old rope twisted up in the mechanism, stopping the gears from turning. They're all connected.
I don't care that a gear was stolen from you. Get back to work or I'll feed you to the beast.
Success! One step closer. These machines need some kind of power to function. Oh, what a piece of junk. Oh, it's so rusted it won't budge. Oh, I'm gonna need some lubrication. These machines need some kind of power to function. This gem is dull and cloudy. It looks like there's some energy inside it, but I can't tell. If I could polish it up.
I said, get those gears working again!
How did that get in there? My captors must have taken it from the underworld. That one gear was stolen from the underworld and locked in a magical chest in my cell. It can only have been done by my captors, right? Which means they're able to access the underworld as well, and to steal from, presumably, demons. Why take it? And why put it in my cell? It's like they wanted me to find it, to see what I do. I'm not a prisoner. I'm a test subject. A stolen gear. Would the necromancer have taken it? Oh, where would she put it?
The Master's understanding of how magic ebbs and flows around this world is great. Greater than mine, even. And yet we must learn more. Like these flow weavers from other worlds, we must attain a greater holistic understanding. Conflict is coming. Cataclysm, perhaps. The void approaches, and the gods have abandoned us to our fate. So the Master has taught us. We must be prepared. We must learn to harness all the power we can. Learn how the flows interact and how they shield us. I will take such knowledge from these flow weavers. I will take it from their corpses. I will rip it from their very souls. If I must.
Yeah, I don't think so. But Cataclysm, the Void, if that comes for this world, could it eventually reach the rest of the multiverse? My being here proves there are some connections leading back home. I need to warn my teachers. But first, I gotta break that binding spell. It's so close now. It's mesmerizing. I have to return to the material world before I can flow elsewhere. I guess that's what passes for weather around here. I think something was dislodged from that rock. I guess that's what passes for weather around here. I think something was dislodged from that rock. Well, that could prove very useful. Maybe I can use this silver for something. Oh, if I could just get it into a more useful form.
Much better. I love the sound of industry and bitter toil in the morning.
We've captured a new flow weaver. They're young, but seem incredibly flexible in their magic. Basics only from each flow they access, but the ease with which they learn. Once again, the bounds of the experiment were set. Allow them access to the Shadow Realm, Feylands, and Underworld, where we can watch them. Yet somehow, they recently gained access to the Sky Bridge. I don't know how, but it's amazing to behold. We'll have to keep a close eye. We can't allow them to go any further. Access to any of the other flows could have catastrophic consequences. Not to mention, allow them the possibility of escape.
The possibility of escape, eh? Well, the circle of binding is getting weak now. You know, even with just these 5 runestones, I think I could break it if I put enough pressure on it. No, I need to find these other flows, the ones outside of the bounds of their little experiment. I need to better understand the flows of this place. If I know how many are connected to this world, and what kind of forces these other flows represent, maybe I can find a way to get to one of them and escape this place. Perhaps I can use my planar compass. The binding circle is so weak now. I think I can break it. I just need to figure out where to go. My first step should be to figure out what all the flows are that connect to this world, and figure out what kind of magic each represents. If she's so concerned about me going there, they may very well lead to an escape route. If I harness and cast the magic from the flows I know inside my planar compass, each of the 4 spells I've learned, it should allow me to feel out the overall fabric of magic here and determine the flows I don't yet know about. Use the compass to build a map, weave it all together, and figure out the magic of this world. I know there are at least a few flows. There aren't that many flows that touch this world. I can almost sense them all. That's it. I can sense the fabric of magic that surrounds this world. 7 flows, most quite different from any I've ever known before. One seems to be locked off somehow. But another, one I haven't seen, a mirror world of some sort, seems to be tied to the power of mysteries, of secrets. If I can get there, maybe I can unravel the mysteries of this place, and, more importantly, escape its bounds. If I can construct a resonant object, a mirror perhaps, I should be able to imbue it with planar energy and create a new portal key. If I'm going to create a mirror with enough magical resonance to penetrate the ring of binding, I'll need to start with a flat surface of purest silver, and then find a lot of energy.
The Master's understanding of how magic ebbs and flows around this world is great. Greater than mine, even. And yet we must learn more. Like these flow weavers from other worlds, we must attain a greater holistic understanding. Conflict is coming. Cataclysm, perhaps. The void approaches, and the gods have abandoned us to our fate. So the Master has taught us. We must be prepared. We must learn to harness all the power we can. Learn how the flows interact and how they shield us. I will take such knowledge from these flow weavers. I will take it from their corpses. I will rip it from their very souls. If I must.
Technologically advanced city in the clouds, seemingly empty and partly ruined. Do my captors even know it exists? I wonder when the last time someone saw this place was. Now, just to infuse it with whatever planar energy I can muster. This will require concentration. Breathe. This item is a portal key. I should put this into my planar compass. And now to open the way to the realm of mirrors and break the circle of binding.
Stop! You do not know what you are doing.
Apparently I know a lot more than you do, and I'm not keen to stick around for you to turn me into one of the undead, thanks.
I'm warning you. The Otherwhere is a dangerous, maddening place, Flow Weaver. You will not find release there.
Yeah, well, at least it won't be here, and at least I won't have to contend with your little binding spell anymore. We both know it's about to break. Good luck with your doomed world.
Selfish fool! You will regret this. The Otherwhere is a mage killer. Gods! Restrain them! Gods!
I win. Wait, what?
A winner, could it be? Oh, yes! Welcome to my domain. Traveler from a distant world. We are going to have so much fun tonight.